Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to go over some information about the crypto market. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, maybe a little bit of Ethereum, look at the charts on it. We're going to talk about a cryptocurrency that I feel like is really under the radar and I think has potential to make some big moves once the bull run kind of comes to fruition on Bitcoin. It seems to kind of lag behind the rest, and I feel like this one makes for an interesting play in my opinion. So I just want to go over that one, kind of show you the chart so that you know what I'm thinking here. Off topic, but a reminder that the stock market is closed today in remembrance of President Jimmy Carter being laid to rest. So no stock market today. So currently, cryptocurrency, this is off of Coinmarketcap, 5:01 a.m. Central Standard Time. Market cap currently 3.27 trillion, down 2.32%. Fear and greed index right at about neutral. Bitcoin dominance 56.57, Ethereum 12.20. And speaking of Bitcoin, we're going to take a look at the price here, 93,319. You're looking at, guys, overall, like I know people are like, oh my god, it's dipping, but you got to remember where it came from. It shot up all the way to 108,000, and this is just kind of a retracement. It can go as low as, looking at the charts, maybe about 85,000 before it really bounces up. It can fall lower is what I'm saying. It can go down all the way to like 85, and then now if it broke below that, then you may see some more downside, but it could go as low as 85 before it really fully starts to recover and go from there. So a lot of people are talking about, it's going to run up prior to the Trump inauguration. I think we've already seen the anticipation of Trump already. I think that crypto actually kind of dips down a little bit further pre-inauguration, and I think it goes after he gets in. I don't think it goes before, or maybe the day of, but I don't see it going ballistic leading up to him. I think we've already seen that big run up, anticipating him coming in office. So just my 10 cents on that. So we'll see kind of how that plays out. Okay, so the coin I want you to kind of keep an eye on is Chronos, ticker symbol CRO, and we're going to look at the 1-year chart, and we're going to look at the overall longer term chart of why I find this kind of interesting. So currently the 1-year chart, it's created a very nice bullish wedge pattern to where I think if it breaks out and gets to like 18 to 19 cents from these levels, makes for an interesting move to the upside. Okay, as you see, we got as high as 23 cents, and then we keep falling down and we hit 14. We've hit 14 1, 2, 3, 4 times within the past year, and we seem to find some support around that 14-cent level. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the overall chart. This is on October 31st of 2021, where it went up and actually hit $1, and it came from all the way down from 19, about 19 or 20 cents. Then it went all the way up and hit $1, and it fell down to about 96 cents, or I'm sorry, about about 70 cents, then fought its way back up and then started making its way back down. This wasn't until about November. And why this is kind of interesting here of the October 31st thing is that's whenever Bitcoin started kind of dumping down after its big run up in 2021 was October 31st. And then when that started dumping down, all of a sudden this took off. So it lagged behind Bitcoin, which I found pretty interesting. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. And like a lot of other things have shot up, pretty significant. I mean, 100, 200, 300%. Some of these top altcoins, and they're not done yet, but I'm just saying they've all made moves to the upside and are still pretty high up considering where they started from about a year ago. Chronos not so much. You're up 57% for the year, which is still a good move, but nowhere near where it can be if we're going to be talking about maybe potentially testing out all-time highs, which is closer to $1. Okay, so keep an eye on this one here. I do have some of this, and I'm going to be buying more. This is the one that I'm really targeting because it's right around the average cost that I have. I think the average cost is like 13.5 cents, and it just keeps kind of falling down and bouncing off of that. And every time it pops up and it falls down and it bounces off, I look to buy some more, and I'm just adding here until it starts really moving up and kind of taking off. But I'm not sure when that's going to be. So it could create some good buying opportunities for the next, couple of months, and set yourself in a good position before it starts making its move to the upside. So speaking of Bitcoin, let's take a look at the pie chart indicator. That's typically when we see where the cycle top is going to happen, and kind of gives us an indication of when we may see when Bitcoin tops out, and when the altcoins could start really making their major move to the upside. All right, guys, so this is the Bitcoin, the pie cycle top indicator, and basically when this yellow line typically crosses over that green line, that's when we basically kind of have an indication of when we may have hit the cycle top, and it's time to start really watching altcoins, because altcoins typically lag behind and have a cycle top about a week and a half to 2 weeks after Bitcoin hits its cycle top there, its peak. Okay, as you see here, it crossed right here. This is in 2021, and once we crossed there, as you saw the move to the downside, it came down and started falling. So this was all the way up to closer to like 60,000 or so, and then it fell down all the way back in it's like 16,000, right? And then so eventually we started kind of making our move back to the upside. But once that yellow line typically crosses up, we typically have a cycle top, and see as it kind of holds true again here, crossed over, fell down, crossed over, fell down. So we got to keep an eye on this indicator here. When we see it cross, we'll for sure let you know. But that's whenever you really need to pay attention to your altcoin bags, because typically about a week and a half to 2 weeks after is when the altcoins typically top out from there. So anyway, guys, all I got for you in this one. Let me know your comments below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.